So as I said, this is game number 3 of this best of 7. Currently 2-0 up and spawning in the bottom right of this position, of this map rather. We have got the green Terran player, Hantypen. And his opponent up to the top right. The red Zerg battling to come back into this series. It is Ideaus. Hantypen is of course currently up 2-0. In a best of 7, that means that if he wins this game, he puts his opponent on match point, forces his opponent into a situation where he would have to win 4 games in a row in order to take the finals. That would of course be a heck of a lot of fun. But it's not something that's easily done. Ideaus for the moment, just wandering his overlords about. Nimbus, of course, a very large map. There's also a map where you've got a base within your base. Neither player opting, or at least yet opting, for an expansion first. Ideaus may choose to go for it. You'll see a lot of Zerg players actually opt to take the base outside first, just to start that creep spread going, because they know they could get there in a third so ridiculously safely. Gas is now coming on through from Hantypen. This is all looking pretty normal times. Checking now to see just where the money gets spent over these next couple of seconds. It's where it starts getting very important. We should be seeing a Reaper out of here from Hantypen. He's got the gas. Not actually going to go for it. Okay, that's quite interesting that he didn't go for a Reaper there and went for a Marine first. I am curious as to now what he's going to be doing. Morphing that orbital command, we got the natural base coming down from Ideaus up inside his own main. Spawning pool is about to finish. No gases as of yet. There's the Reaper. So Marine just sneaking out first. Gonna mean that any overlords that tremble or stumble or float a little bit too close could get taken down. All in all, this is starting off. Very passive game at the moment. A couple of Lings are coming down onto the field. Only 2 though. No big investment into Zerglings. The Reaper may get a little bit of fun. Where's he rallied to? He's rallied up top left, so it's going to be a bit unfortunate on the scouts. Off he goes on his little adventure. Where's he going for? Couple more Lings coming on through. Going to just be going for a nice little hunt. CC up at that natural base. Not the earliest expansion. Instead, the factory coming down a little bit sooner. More of a harassment heavy style coming out for the time being from Hantypen. His Reaper has now been seen. Of course, Queens still on their way out. Second and third Queen actually coming on through. Not too much space the Reaper can actually use around here to bounce around. Of course, if he comes up here, he's pretty trapped apart from a little bit of cliff area there. In comes the Reaper though. Going to be trying to get a little bit of drone damage down if possible. There's not really any Lings here, so it's only the Queen to fend it off. Coming around for the Scout at the moment. Needs to be a bit careful. Taking quite a large sum of damage here with the second Queen coming on through. This Reaper is going to die. Nice pick off there by Ideaus. Getting a lot of damage done there. Starport coming off the back of this. Very, very early starport here. Waiting to see what any of these guys are going to be able to do. Baneling Nest coming through from Ideaus now. All in all, that was a good little win. Picking off the Reaper without doing any damage. Massive, massive win for Ideaus. Hantypen adding in some Hellions now. Could be looking to go for some drop play. Considering there's no tech lab coming through, I doubt it's going to be a Banshee. More likely just to be some drops up into this natural. Of course, it's quite exposed thanks to the dead space around here. Well, actually not. There we go. Tech lab is coming on down now onto that starport, so it should now be Banshee. Take back what I said previously. Still though, waiting at the moment to see if it's going to be able to achieve very much. We've got, of course, the Baneling Nest coming on through. Zergling speed about to kick on in as well for Ideaus, so that's going to help him defend against this, although he doesn't really have much to defend with. Only those 2 Lings sitting outside the natural. They should see the Hellions coming on forward though. Cloak coming in for these Banshee as well. So that means a Spore Cooler or some Overseers would be needed. Overseers will be available thanks to the fact that the hive is nearly done. Third base coming on through as well at the moment for Ideas. Armory on its way. Okay, this is an interesting choice. Are we going to be seeing some mech style play? That would make me a very happy caster. A couple of these Hellions now moving on forward. This should trigger a bit more production in the way of lings. There we go. A couple of banelings also coming on through. Spore Call is getting made at the edge of this natural. That's going to be vitally important. A few Marines heading on in. Are they going to pick off that Overlord? They should be able to now. Two of them busy working at it. Oh, it pushes the Overlord into seeing the Banshee. Traitorous Marines there. Down goes this Overlord though. Gonna pick that off nice and quick. This is all looking good. Now we have, of course, Cloak just about to finish up. Hantypen looking to get quite aggressive. Complete wall off at the front here with a Spine Crawler. So, unlikely that the Hellions are going to be able to achieve that much. If they move up there, they're going into a very tight choke where those... Obviously, banelings could get some nice connections. The Banshees could focus down the banelings, though. That's something they're definitely going to be gunning for. More factories coming on out, and we're going to be seeing Hantypen go for a mech-style play. Morphing those Hellions into Hellbats. This is a very difficult push to try and stop. Is it going to be achievable? The banelings don't get the best detonations, and all of this goes down. Hantypen cloaks up that Banshee. Going to be now gunning towards that third hatchery. More Mutalisks, or a couple of Mutalisks coming on down, and there is not much in the way of anti-air. Only a couple of Marines, few more trickling on over, and with 6 Mutalisks coming, that could be a bit too much to stop, but the third hatch, regardless, will go down to the Banshee alone at this stage. Down it falls. Banshee backs away from that Spore Crawler as it gets taken down. First few Mutas popping out onto the field as we speak. Few more units edging on up. How many Marines are there? There's 8 Marines on the field against these 5 Mutalisks. Second Banshee is now here. Up they go. The Queen's going to try and take some damage. In come the Mutalisks, though. Are they going to be able to get enough damage down? The Marines not taking too much fire yet, but they're not focusing out the Mutalisks either. In come some of those Banelings. One Evolution Chamber goes down, but in exchange for it, gets absolutely everything. The Mutalisks have been revealed. 2 Thors now in production. They're going to be very effective up against this. Still trying to keep good checks on everything that these guys get on up to. In come the Mutalisks now. Creeping their way forward. Going to be trying to find some damage. There isn't actually an engineering bay, unless I'm mistaken, so no missile turret's going to be coming down. There's very little in the way of anti-air. It's literally Marines. They could be running into some problems here. The Thors going to be vitally important to try and stop these Mutalisks. The control needs to be good. Magic boxing essential if they do choose to engage. More Thors on their way down. Interestingly, still more Mutalisks being produced and no sign of any Roaches as of yet. Roaches are usually the best response up against Thors. Seems a bit counterintuitive, but it works very, very well. Double expansion, also trying to come on through now for Ideus. Ideus wanting to go for that double expansion to make up for the fact that he lost his third a little bit earlier on. The Mutalisks coming on over. Where is the Overseer? Where are you, Mr. Overseer? Slowly creeping through. Poor Banshee, she's going to die. Got a decent amount of damage down onto that hatchery first. Can't usually complain about that. Otherwise, 4 Thors now out on the field. Probably want to see some siege tank production relatively quick. The Thors alone could run into some difficulties if there isn't any splash supporting them. Banshee count, up to 2 of them. Good number of Marines there as well. That's going to help with the anti-air, focusing down some of those Mutalisks. Another push coming from Hantypen. Neither player really getting much in the way of upgrades. +1 is about to kick in now for Hantypen. That's going to give him a small upgrade lead. A couple of missile turrets defending up this natural base, and the Mutalisks are quite a long way out of position here. This could cause a few problems. They could try and just gun in, go full ham, and try and take that natural base. But with the 3 missile turrets, the repair came quickly. It would be quite challenging. Banshee's coming across. We'll discover the 4th base now. They may even just go into the natural to get some guaranteed damage. Here come the Banelings. They're going to get some massive detonations, destroying the vast majority of this Terran army. The Mutalisks coming on back as well. Where are the Banshee? Just edging away. They're going to take the 4th base. Try and take what they definitely know they can have. A lot of Lings coming on through, and of course the Zerglings would be very effective up against these Thors without any support from Hellbats. Thors slowly taking some damage. These two Banshee dishing out any damage they can find. Missile turrets taken down on the natural base by these Mutalisks. That means this Orbit Command could be running into some problems. The missile turret trying to get taken down quickly, but a Thor plus the missile turret is going to pick off a couple of those Mutalisks. Still the Banshees edging on away. Need to see a few more Hellbats coming into the mix. Because otherwise this can happen. The Thor's getting surrounded. Luckily the Banshees and Thors together able to dish out enough damage with that upgrade advantage. A couple of Banelings coming on in. They're not going to be able to achieve very much. Hantypen is struggling to get out units onto the field at the moment. Adding in a couple of Swarm Hosts, which are a nice choice against this without seeing any tanks. But just they're a long way until they're going to be out on the field. The Banshee still streaming through here. A couple of Mutalisks trying to come in, but they take some big hits from the Javelin missiles. The Lings on the ground there getting taken down, although the Thor's starting to lack a little in the way of health on them. Could do with some repairs up. A couple of Hellbats in the mix as well. That's going to help, especially when they've got Blue Flame in dealing with the Speedlings should they come forward. This third base again going to get taken down. Thor's edging on forward. Need to take out that Spine quite quickly. That's dealing out actually a fair bit of damage. Get some massive shots off onto those Mutalisks. Still the damage coming in. The third base is taken down. The Banshee still edging on forward. More Thors coming on through. Decent number of Swarm Hosts trying to get out on the field. There's only one at the moment, but there's 4 more on its way. The Evolution Chamber will get taken down. The Mutalisks trying to decide if they want to come in, but the Thor's edging forward. GG, and Hantypen takes the 3-0 advantage in this best of 7 finals. He's one map away from winning this entire event.